All right. Good morning, my dear friends. This Monday morning being a new week, allow me to begin on a different note, right? We understand the weekend was disappointing. And the games we had in the weekend, we had some critical matches that everyone was including in their bet slips that resulted into terrific, extremely terrific, disappointing losses. Manchester City failing to score. Leipzig drawing the game. That is just to mention a few of the big games that everyone must have placed yesterday, Sunday. On Saturday, I had talked about the ones that were played on Saturday. One thing stood out. This is a story I'm going to tell you, my story of the weekend. Now, this weekend, I ventured on a journey to stake on multi-bets, and I was very heavy on multi-bets. I went with 31 multi-bets in total because many people have been requesting for multi-bets, asking must better, we need 100 odds, we need 300 odds. I understand the necessity why you need these odds. It is because it has the ability of popping up and, of course, giving you that big win at once. The odds were promising. I had 10 odds staked. The least order I staked was 7, and the highest order I staked this weekend was 5,000 odds. A majority of the odds was ranging from 200 to 1,000, and just a few of them fell below 100. So, for example, yesterday, I had one bet slip where we had 89 odds. I was very bold with my selections, all right? Maybe this is something we'll do completely in another video, but I'm just going to give you a hint of what we are talking about. Out of the 31 bet slips, going through all the leagues, leaving nothing untouched, to name all the leagues, I realized that sports betting, with no doubt, has grown to a point where it is extremely hard to make it if you lack the powers to stake, the cash power to stake. Because my average stake on every multi-bet was $72. So you can imagine how much I spent, yeah? It was above 3,000 staked on multi-bets this weekend. 3,000 staked on multi-bets. I was lucky to have one winning, but of course I had very close wins too, where I was only losing by one team. And another thing that stood out is that we must have the courage to stake in sports betting. All right? If you are going to go with multi-bets, then don't be afraid. And if you're also going to be the person who is taking on the single bets, don't be afraid. One thing that continues to be highlighted in this research of mine is the fact that winning in sports betting today, if you want to win consistently, then you must take on realistic markets, corners, a single game. You believe that the probabilities there is more value in the game. That is what you're betting on. That is what I continuously get an iteration of when I'm doing my research, right? Of course, I'll be doing a video and just showing you these bet slips and this research we ventured into so that you understand what we're talking about in details. So I want you to subscribe and turn on notifications, all right? Now, over to today's video. Today, it's a Monday. There are few games, so we have few matches. And I do love when there are few matches, to be honest, because games are easier to analyze. And of course, you spend lesser time analyzing games. Not that I hate analyzing games. I just enjoy when there are few games because I go over, I dig into a game deeper, unlike on a normal day, all right? So I will be mentioning these teams, but before that, allow me to remind you the best 2 prediction sites video in 2025. A strategy video you're supposed to be watching if you haven't watched, all right? You seated here listening to me, viewing me, and asking yourself how I am able to go big and how I'm able to venture into sports betting without fear. It is because I am always learning and I am open to new information. I am open to new strategies. And like you are redundant, yeah? You are fixed. You are so much opposed to new strategies. That is why you are not progressing. Instead, you continuously regress and continuously climb. So watch the video. I'm attaching the link in the video description, and somewhere either on the top left or top right, a link should be popping up right now. go watch the video, all right? And of course, use the sites, use the predictions, give them a try. Life is all about trial. You never know what works for you until you try. The very first bet slip, we have 2.046 odds. Ramat Hasharon versus Yehuda Aviv. A game from Israel, both teams to score. Halmstad versus Landskrona, Sweden Svenska Cup, over 1.5 goals. 2.046 odds is the odd for the first bet slip. Our second bet slip, my friends, is 2.067. Roma versus Monza, Italy Serie A. Roma victory. Galatasaray Fenerbahce, an interesting game that promises the ability of goals being present and the ability of both teams scoring. However, but I will back Asian handicap positive 1.5 Fenerbahce side, right? Sevilla versus Mallorca. Sevilla has the ability of dominating the game and bringing in the corners. Of course, the game is predicted to end with a draw, 0-0 draw, or Sevilla slightly getting a win. My prediction is Sevilla win or draw in corners. The odd is 1.30. Second bet slip done, 2.067 odds. Last bet slip, brothers and sisters, we have 2.095 odds. A game from Indonesia Liga 1, Barito Putra versus Bali United Pusam. I love them. I love the pronunciation of these teams. Indonesia Liga 1, over 1.5 goals. And finally, we finish with Sweden. It's Denmark. Viborg versus Sykborg. Yeah? Viborg versus Sykborg. Over 2 goals, all right? 1.27 odds. Third bet slip, done and dusted, 2.095 odds, all right? So these are our predictions for today. These are our betting tips for today. And yeah, that is it. That is it. My final piece of advice is that everything can be done. Everything can be achieved, all right? You only need to put the effort and you will learn. You realize that we are all different human abilities. We've got different human abilities. Your thinking capacity might be better than mine. Your experience might be better than mine, but you're not fully utilizing it. So please, always learn, right? Create your own ways of betting. Betting to me is all about your point of view. Because how many people believed Manchester City vs Liverpool was going to end with Liverpool winning by an easy? Of course, there were a few people. There was a good number, right? But my realization over the years and months is that if you want to win, then you must be using, and of course, being open to information. But the last thing you do it after considering your own point of view, right? We have a game today, Bali United versus Putra. Of course, you will see Most Bettor is predicting over 2.5 goals. And then you do your own analysis, and then you realize Most Bettor was probably wrong. This team doesn't have the ability to win when they're away or score when they're away. So I'm ignoring the game. I'm tuning it to over 1.5, both teams to score. That is how you win in sports betting. Don't just be open to consuming without testing, right? And that is why I will always tell you, go watch the best 2 prediction sites video. Use the sites, test them, join the VIPs, test them, join their paid, test them, see if what I'm saying is actually gonna be working for you. Because it might work better for you or it might not work for you. That being said, the links are attached in the video description. Good luck, all the best, bye-bye.